Hello there, this is James Williams here from Jet Cooper Productions. We are here with our very first tech review. We are going to talk about iOS and Apple iPhones compared to Android and Samsung phones. Shall we? As we learned during the years, specs aren't everything. If the software is well made for the device, then it can give you the smoothest experience ever. So it comes to the battle of iOS and Android. Doesn't matter what you say, it's a fact that iOS is better optimized than any Android out there. It's also a fact that there's much more freedom on the Android platform, so it's a tough decision to make which one could suit you better. Apple charges you for everything. There's no such thing as free. That is actually the reason why they changed the word free to get in the App Store to avoid confusion. On Android, well, it's a different kind of question. If you'd really like it to be free, then it could be, no matter what you want to do. It's only up to you and of course up to your tech knowledge. You can of course jailbreak iOS, but only the older versions, never the up-to-date software, so it kinda puts you back a little bit. And where you wish to gain more, well, you lose as well. It only depends on what you wish from the software you're running on your device. If your day-to-day basis is fine with iOS pre-installed apps, then you'll be good to go. Obviously, most people seek freedom, so they tend to keep buying Android devices. But can we really call it freedom? iOS is the most secured platform out there. If you wish to keep all your personal data secure only to yourself, then it's more likely your choice, which is a form of freedom. Android is highly Google-based, which means your data, whatever they say, is used by them for various reasons. No complaints though. So a smart device is only as smart as its software. Google is amazing and knows what people want. Apple can be obsolete, but they intend to tell people what they want. At the end of the day, it only comes down to this. Are you wealthy and willing enough to pay yourself into iOS's interface or not? Beautiful, smooth, secured and reliable, but expensive experiences? iOS. No matter what you do, not as nice, kind of sluggish, especially after some time, not so secured and not so reliable experiences Android. But at least you're free to do whatever you want to do. And now we can talk about devices. It's clear that Apple iPhones are, or more likely were, the most beautiful phones on the market. But then came along Samsung with its Galaxy S7 line, an absolute game changer. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge design, though I have to admit, it does look great, from the distance. Holding it in hand is, well, it is very light, very thin. The thing is, it does not feel as premium as an iPhone. So in this case, the iPhone is an absolute winner with its perfectly balanced design. Also, I have to admit that I'm not happy that NFC can only be used for Apple Pay on the iPhone. And if you're from a country where it's not supported yet, it's an absolutely useless feature that you did give your money for when you bought the device. But it's always like that. Unless you're American, you get a much dumber, more featureless device for the same price. Apple. You can hate them for that. And I would very much appreciate wireless charging and waterproof features. Samsung does that, and with Samsung Pay you're good to go wherever you're from. Shame. Year after year, I feel like I'm getting less and less for a more and more pricier handset from Apple. Then arrived the new Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Oh my god, it does everything, absolutely everything I want from a smartphone, and even more. Is it enough for me to ditch Apple with its iPhones and get a Samsung now? Maybe. Perhaps, and probably yes. I'm not expecting a lot from the new iPhone 7, and as far as the rumors go, it won't be a huge hit. But I still believe in Apple, and I hope they realize what they do it's not going to cut it for much longer. Wish you guys all the best. See you in the next one. Booyah!